Hello, everybody out there watching on this wonderful live stream, and welcome to the pre-race panel for the Season 9 finale for NNSCRA Walmart Cup Series as we are getting set for the Captain America Civil War 500 at Armory Digital Superspeedway. Hello, it's Levi McIntyre, a.k.a. Thrash Maniac 99, the voice of NNSCRA Walmart Cup Series, and this is a first in the history of this series where the race will be live. But before we do the race, we're doing a 30-minute pre-race show. And then after the race, we are doing a post-race event where we're going to talk to some people on the Facebook and maybe here on the Google Plus panel, as well as the co-commentators. So this is going to be this is a history-making night. First time ever a live streamed race, and if this goes well, we may not only stream the season finale, but we may stream the season opener to Daytona 500 for season 10, considering season 10 is going to be the biggest season ever. Probably won't ever happen again after season 10, having a big field of 70 people, and as well as 2 live races. So, and before I get the panel on the stream, I just want to say thank you all for all the support for this series. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys watching the races, enjoying them, commenting, liking, disliking, subbing, whatever you're sharing, whatever you want to do with the races. I would not be here doing those if it wasn't for you guys. While I have other projects on my channel, such as album reviews, wrestling videos, even some gameplay here and there, what's really helped to keep this channel alive as far as a lot of views has mostly been these races. And this is the first season that I've done them on my channel since season 7, because in season 8 I experimented doing the Walmart Cup on Seth Cole's NNSCRA channel. And as I'm talking, I am joined by Johnny Gardner. We'll say hi to him in just a moment as I continue my thought. Your mic's a little loud.
I am sorry. I'll turn myself down.
And already 3 minutes in, and we got 3 viewers, so we're getting somewhere for this.
Oh, there we go. I'm sorry I'm a little late. I was just finishing up bump day for the Blazing Pedals Indy 500, and I just snuck into the field.
Ah. Well then, live streaming, what can you say?
Right?
So with that being said, to continue, yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for checking out the series, and I am so proud to make it 9 seasons in, and next season will be the 10th season of this series in just 2 years. Talk about accomplishment.
Accomplishments in big ways.
Indeed. So, pretty much with this pre-race panel, we're just going to be discussing some of the biggest moments of Season 9, as well as some looking back at some of the big wrecks, or talking about some of the big wrecks that happened this season, and what we could look forward to for next season. So to kick off this discussion, we saw last week at Kansas back on Wednesday history made. The first time ever in the series history that somebody clinched both the championship and someone else clinching Rookie of the Year honors before the finale.
That is
Dylan Young winning the series championship, and his teammate and fellow chaser Katie Cochran winning Rookie of the Year. So a lot of craziness happened at Kansas last Wednesday. What was your thoughts on all that went down?
That is a huge accomplishment. Well, looking for going into next season, where I'm going to be teamed up with Dylan and Kev as teammates now, it's going to be a huge accomplishment to pull something like that again.
Indeed, and like I said, it never happened before. And Dylan Young, I tell you, he's come a long, long way in this series.
And there is Senior Carson, if he's around. Hello, Carson.
Yeah, and we are also joined by another chaser, Mr. Carson Gum. And if he gets himself to talk, we can actually speak. And 5 viewers already, 5 minutes into the show. Thank you guys. Let's keep them coming since this is the first time ever we're doing this. And yeah, we are doing it an hour earlier than normal. Well, it's because I got off work really early today, so I was like, you know what? For a special treat, we'll begin it a little bit early. So yeah. Carson says, I haven't been watching race, but I know I'm in the chase. Well, you need to pay attention more, you ass.
At least there's no censorship in these videos, so.
No, there isn't. Nope, I am not PG, I am TVMA. No
or
PG
better yet,
for me.
TV-14. TV-14 with language.
Yeah, there you go. Then again, to make it TVMA, I'll mention one word: dick, cock. Now it's TVMA.
If it's also TVMA, we should mention pussy.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Sexual content is real.
Just imagine if during the race tonight the track gets lit on fire, like, or the people in the grandstands get lit on fire. I mean, I've heard of a hot crowd, but this is ridiculous. Anyways,
And there is where somebody's on mute.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to hear himself.
Right.
And before anyone jumps to any conclusions, people think me and Carson hate each other. We don't. This is just typical messing with each other.
That always occurs.
Mm-hmm. It always mostly occurs on Town of Salem, but it continues on everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah. And there's the gum. I watched that video from Citadino yesterday from the cheese race. Apparently, I'm stuck to some gum, or gum stuck on me.
No, I got gum stuck to me.
Yeah, that was brilliant. If Citadino were here on the stream, oh my gosh, he'd probably rip you a new one again.
But oh man.
And yeah, I completely forgot to ask for Provost for that race because I was at the movies watching Captain America: Civil War for the second time, and I'm actually going to see it again this Tuesday.
Okay, Dookie. I would have told Seth though, but you were so caught up in the moment.
Oh, what?
Oh, you're getting Provost for Atlanta and Eldora.
Oh yeah, because now I'm way behind in points. So.
Oh my gosh, with 2 laps to go at Atlanta, oh my god.
Well, anyways, so now let's and also we are expected to be joined by Trent Dunham at some point in this panel.
Mr. Sega,
who's another chaser, so I'm joined by chasers all over the place. Yep. But anyways, with that said,
I had the lowest seed right now.
The last time I checked, this actually is a good topic to talk about in this pre-race panel, and that is the chase standings after 35 races of the season.
I know
chase.
Dylan's definitely going to win the chase.
He's already won it.
Fucking locked up, you son of a bitch!
It's like I've seen the races, and he's won like 3 of the chase races, I think.
Like
nah, he only won.
It's locked up, you son of a bitch. He already won the championship.
Yeah, because, well, anyways, let's continue on before it gets more heated. So the chase points coming into the race tonight. Dylan Young leads by 57 points over P.J. Williams, so that's the big hint that, yeah, he locked it up because he's well over a race ahead. So there you go. Trent Dunham got 3rd in points going into tonight, 94 behind Dylan Young. Tanner Sullivan up to 4th, 101 points out. Dorian Facepuncher fell a couple spots to 5th, 103 out. Carson Gum in 6th in points, who's 111 out.
How did I fall to 6th? Is there something I'm missing here?
You had a bad race at Kansas.
I was in 4th last time I checked.
Yeah, that was after Kansas, and you had a bad day.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyways, David Rivera was 7th. Both he and DJ Curtis both 113 out. Johnny Gardner 9th, 118 out, along with Jesse Setti. Pichu London, 11th, 123 points out. John Cittadino in 12th, 140 out. And Katie Cochran, dead last, 146 out. And right now, as far as who's leading that battle for the 14th spot, it's Michael Norman. After winning Kansas last week, he jumped up to 14th over Sean Galligan and Anthony McCrory. Now, also with these points,
There's Trent.
and there
Dun,
is
dun,
Mr.
dun.
Dunham. Sega! He said he will join in a second, had a bit of a tiny family emergency. That's okay. So anyways, to continue on with the points discussion, in the top 30, it features drivers who have raced every race this season and some who missed a lot. The highest driver that missed less than 5 or actually not less than 5, more than 5, is Zach Rogers in 18th. He's only ran 30 out of 35, and he's 18th in points, which is impressive. Chase Oliver is 29th, and he missed 10 races this year. And what's even crazier is that battle for the 30th spot in the point standings, Austin LaPlante, despite missing the last 9 races because he left, he's still in 30th, and he's only got the edge by 21 points over Kyle Matthews. But fortunately for LaPlante, as well as Cody Lamas, who is in that ride and got those points from LaPlante, Matthews didn't make the race tonight, as actually I will reveal who did qualify in tonight. Jonathan Zorleen made it in, along with William Duncan, Dylan Poteet, Henry Sanford, Ryan Acosta, Devin Becker, Anthony Ritchie, Jake Baskinger, Caleb Farrell, Stephanie Naylor, John Arndt, and Zach Flickinger. So those are all the people who made it in for the finale tonight. So anyways, out of all the people in the point standings, gentlemen, who do you think had probably the most consistent season aside from Dylan Young? We'll start with
No. I was going to say Dylan Young.
You're fired. Ding.
And already
No. Better yet, Levi. You're fired.
You can't fire me, I can fire you. Oh boy. But anyways, Johnny, who did you think out of the whole entire season, aside from the champion Dylan Young, who do you think had the most consistent one? And it could be anybody who'd been outside the top 30 or inside. Well, yeah, you did have a pretty consistent season up until the chase.
Yeah, so it still counts because I'm still inside the top 10.
Yeah, I mean,
As of
let's look at those chase drivers' stats coming in. Dylan Young has 3 wins, 8 top 5s, and 10 top 10s, with an average finish of 17th, best of anybody in the chase as far as average finish. P.J. Williams, 2 wins, 7 top 5s, 9 top 10s, with an average finish of 20th. Trent Dunham, 3rd, 6 top 5s, 13 top 10s, with an average finish of 20th. Tanner Sullivan, 3 top 5s, 10 top 10s, an average finish of 20th. Dorian Facepuncher, 1 win, 7 top 5s, 15 top 10s, most top 10s out of everybody this season. His average finish was 19th. Carson Gum, who made it into the chase via the LCQ race, 4 top 5s, 6 top 10s, average finish of 23rd. David Rivera, 2 top 5s, 8 top 10s, average finish of 19th. DJ Curtis, 3 wins, 9 top 5s, 12 top 10s, average finish of 20th. Johnny Gardner, 2 top 5s, 8 top 10s, average finish of 19th. Jesse Setti, 2 top 5s, 8 top 10s, average finish of 21st. Pichu London, 3 top 5s, 5 top 10s, average finish of 21st. John Cittadino, who had missed 4 races, had 3 wins, 5 top 5s, 9 top 10s, average finish of 21st. And Katie Cochran, 5 top 5s, 10 top 10s, average finish of 21st. So a lot of different stats up in there, would you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if I were to say who I thought had the most consistent season, I would say probably you, Johnny. because of the fact you somehow managed to be within that top 10 all season long and had the points lead for a majority of the regular season. But unfortunately, you just couldn't pull off that one W. Maybe next season.
No, hold on, Levi. Wouldn't it be ironic if I pulled the same exact move that I did in the season-ending Snickers Cup Series in season 10, winning the season finale?
Oh boy, that would be interesting.
I'm gonna put some on it.
Oh wow. And we've got less than 14 minutes until we begin the race. And already this stream has 12 viewers and only 16 minutes in. So thank you guys for coming in to watch. Keep them coming. Keep people coming in, because it's going to get really exciting at 9 o'clock when we begin the actual race. So there you have it.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised, though. I had probably the craziest schedule today. I was trying to do stuff. Then I found out I was on the bubble for the Blazing Pedals Indy 500, and then somehow managed to squeak my way in.
Nice.
The final driver to get in via by speed.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Hey, it's
Yes,
Shrimpy
I hear
Poo.
you.
Yeah, I had a little crisis, but it's all right. I'm trying to get my camera on.
Oh gosh. Well, because Carson requested it.
All right, there we go.
Gosh, hold on, now I gotta try to find it real quick.
Oh God, what is it? Is it like another one of my sound bites?
I have no idea. You'd have to ask Carson.
Oh God.
Well, you asked for it, Carson. Well, here you go. And Trent's in shame.
Well, Carson.
If you want to blame anybody, Trent. If you want to blame anybody, Trent, blame Cold Alley.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cole doesn't even. Cole's not even around anymore.
Right. Which kind of sucks because I liked him. He was cool. So, while we were talking, I managed to do the qualifying session for the race tonight, and I'm actually going to do the share screen real quick, and we'll take a look at that lineup right about now. So, screen share. And R. And boom. Is it up for you guys?
Yeah.
Not yet for me, Levi.
I gotta focus on your screen, but yeah, it's there for me.
All right, so I guess is it up now, Johnny, for you?
No.
I guess you need just click on my thing and it might show up.
I need to, I don't even know if NR still works on my computer because my computer upgraded itself to Windows 10 like 2 days ago.
There we go. Hey, top 20 start. I got this.
I got 18th. I'm on the outside. That's not good.
And
I'm on 20th.
hey, all you guys are in the top 20, almost in the same places. Just Cody Lamas is in between you. So anyway, so the lineup for tonight at 9 o'clock, it's going to be Tim Walsh on the pole with a very impressive lap time.
Boo! One of my oldest NR rivals.
And it still kind of continued on into this series. Kind of.
Yeah.
Anyways, next to him will be Anthony McCurry. Row 2 will comprise of Dorian Facepuncher and Austin Mongold. Row 3, Caleb Farrell and Tanner Sullivan. Row 4, DJ Curtis, Stephanie Naylor. Row 5, John Cittadino and Zach Rogers. Row 6, Seth Cole, Jake Baskinger. Row 7, Pichu London, Sean Galligan. Row 8, Chris Washer and the champion Dylan Young. Row 9, Johnny Gardner and Trent Dunham.
Coincidence? I think not.
Row 10, Cody Lamas and Carson Gum. Row 11, Katie Cochran, John Arndt. Row 12. Jessica Sheldon, James McLeod. Row 13, Chase Oliver and Preston Plord. Row 14 is Matt McIntyre, Henry Sanford. And then row 15, Devin Becker, William Duncan. Row 16, Dylan Thoreau and Jesse Setti. Row 17, Charles Sanford and Ryan Acosta. Row 18, PJ Williams and Michael Norman. Hey, it's a Richard Childress row. What do you know? Row 19 is David Rivera, Joshua Collard. Row 20, Anthony Ritchie and Zach Flickinger. And then starting in row 21 is Jonathan Zorleen and Dylan Poteet. So that is the lineup for tonight, and why not, just for fun, let's actually take a look at the paint schemes for tonight. So Walsh, actually everybody's running their primary paint schemes for tonight. So we got Walsh in his 5-hour energy car, and then you got Anthony in the Red Bull colors, Dorian Facepuncher in the ASPCA car, Austin Mongold in his Subway car, Caleb Farrell with Doritos, yum yum yum.
Doritos and M&Ms, that's a nice combo.
Doritos and M&Ms. Then you got DJ Curtis in the Dollar General car with Stephanie Naylor in another Red Bull machine. John Cittadino in... Huh?
The final start period
for Naylor, yeah.
Which I will not get to.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, Cittadino in the Tremontaine Cafe car. And then Zach Rogers running the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge. I loved hearing that on the NASCAR Thunder games. Anyway, Seth Cole in the Kraft Mac and Cheese car. Damn you, Seth. Anyway,
it's the cheesiest.
Levi Mac and Cheese automobile.
It's the cheesiest.
Oh my god. Anyways, Baskinger in the Monster Energy car. Peachy London in the NOS Energy Drink Ford Mustang. Sean Galligan in the Pepsi Next Dodge. Chris Washer in the Snickers Dodge. Dylan Young in the Mountain Dew Ford. Johnny Gardner in another Red Bull Toyota. And then Trent Dunham in the Trent DeHedgie Chevy.
Yeah.
And then Cody Lamas in the Lowe Chevy. And Carson Gum in his favorite product, the Sharpie highlighters.
Oh my.
The good old Sharpie highlighters.
It's better than the roast pizza.
And don't forget, Carson, I didnn't make this. Seth did. So if you want to blame anybody, blame him.
I don't want to be the Hunt Brothers car.
Too bad. Anyways, Katie Cochran in the Mobile One Alltel Ford. John Arden in the Motorcraft Ford. Jessica Sheldon in the Coke Vanilla Zero Chevy. James McLeod in the Blue Fox Chevy. Son of a bitch. Anyways, Chase Oliver in the Barks Root Beer Chevy. Preston Plord in the Dr. Pepper Cherry Chevy. Matt McIntyre.
Barks Root Beer and Dr. Pepper.
Yep.
And then
anyways,
with some Budweiser.
Anyways, Matt McIntyre in the Budweiser Chevy. Henry Sanford in the DuPont Chevy. Devin Becker in the Tornado Chevy. William Duncan in the Roush Performance Parts Ford Mustang. Dylan Thoreau in the Sharpie Ford Mustang. Jesse Setti in the Pennzoil Shell Ford. Charles Sanford in the Coke Vanilla Chevy. Ryan Acosta in the NOS Energy Drink Dodge. PJ Williams in the Peak Performance Chevy. Then you have Michael Norman, the GM Goodwrench Service Plus Chevrolet. David Rivera in the Coors Light Haviland Ford Mustang. Joshua Collard in the STP Dodge. Anthony Ritchie in the Kellogg Chevy. Zach Flickinger in the Pedigree Ford. Pedigree. Sounds like Triple H. Jonathan Zorleen in the Fastenal Ford Mustang. And then finally Dylan Poteet in the Mountain Dew Baja Blast Chevy. So
Best thing ever.
Baja Blast now, and I will not be happy. I will need some more of my pitch. I need some Black Label or some Pitch Black, please.
Yeah, I just prefer regular. Just like Dylan Young does.
That's how Ecto.
So with that said,
Black Label's okay, though.
yeah. Anyway, so Who are you guys picks to win this race tonight, considering that this is a plate track, and this is going to be a long event since it's 39 laps, and pit stops are definitely going to be a big, big, big factor. So who do you guys see winning? And we'll start with Johnny.
You know what I say?
You.
I say me.
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm
No
trying to make
self-picks.
history.
No self-picks.
Why doesn't everyone just pick themselves and just like get on with it?
That's for the shit of it.
Anyways, did you fart?
No.
It sounded like you farted or you ripped ass. Anyways.
No. I just said for the cut.
Take 2. Action. Johnny, who is your pick to win tonight besides you?
Besides me, it would still be me.
Come on,
You know what? You know what?
I'm just joking.
You know what?
I'm joking. I got my money on Pokey.
I have a pick other than myself.
What is it, Trent?
I have a pick other than myself for this race.
You don't?
No, I said I do. I have a pick other than myself.
Yeah, and who would that be?
Carson Gamoo.
No. Not that again.
Yep, Carson Gamoo.
Where does that come from?
That was that one.
We were playing Town of Salem, and
it was the 100th episode, but it was like the fail part of it, so it didn't get uploaded.
Yeah.
That's how he's putting it in the best moments, I think.
Anyways, Carson, your pick. And don't go Trent either.
I'm not picking Trent. I'm picking Dylan Young. He's going to win again.
Get his 4th win this season.
He's going to win the championship and the race.
He's already the champion.
He already won the stupid championship. He already
won the race championship locked up.
Yeah, he got locked up after last week.
Coffee. There, Carson. Or do I have to dump iced coffee down your back?
Oh my god.
Iced coffee would sound like it'd be at normal temperature.
No.
I don't get why people would even drink iced coffee. That just sounds disgusting.
Yeah, it does sound weird. I don't drink coffee at all.
I don't even drink coffee at all. I think it's disgusting.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't even taste like anything.
I'm not even a big coffee or tea person.
Yeah, I don't like tea either.
Yeah, and speaking of tea, I went with my parents on a trip one time, and oh my fucking god. They gave me a cup from Taco Bell, and I thought it was pop or soda, and it turns out to be tea, and I about puked. It was so bad.
Just throw it back at him.
I wish I could. I really do. So anyways, we got a couple minutes left until we begin, and history will be made.
Not really, history's already been made.
You know what I'm trying to say. Shut up. See, this is another thing about Carson. He always ruins my moments. Damn it.
In Town of Salem.
Yeah, you do ruin my moments in Town of Salem, and I wish you would stop. Let the element of surprise come out. So anyways, we got 60 seconds left until we begin.
Until Dylan Young wins again.
We'll see. It's going to be a long one, and pit stops are going to be a factor, you see? And yes, I sound like Bullwinkle, and you can hang your coat on my antlers.
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull the web page out of my...
Oh my gosh. What have we become? I will
Come
never
on.
know.
Hello, my name is Bullwinkle.
Hey, Cinderella, can you put your coat on my antlers so we can dance?
Anywho, it's time to get the command.
Yes, so we are getting set to get the command for the Captain America Civil War 500 at Armory Digital Superspeedway, 39 laps here for this event. And here we go. Unfortunately, nobody will be able to hear it other than me. So.
Yeah. Sad.
Start your engines. There, I gave a command. So anyways, also, one of you guys pull up the actual stream and see what all comments have been said, if the race quality is okay for everybody.
You're not even live, Levi.
Yeah, I am.
It says off air to me.
That's he's live.
Yeah, mine says live, and we got 11 viewers.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you need to refresh your thing. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Look, as long as I can see it, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah. You might experience a quick pause just because I'll pull it up and see what it's doing.
Alright.
Alright, so, and holy crap, we've got a lot of comments already. Holy mother of crap. So, there you go. So yeah, people who are watching, we are about ready to witness history. Live finale for the Walmart Cup Series.
With that being said...
Yeah, that's my catchphrase. If I were to pick a winner for tonight that I might go for,
What track are we at again? Wet Armory Digital, right? Sorry for cutting you off.
Yeah. I'd say for my pick, I'm going to go with, just to pick somebody random, I'll go with John Arden 21. Just because.
Oh, just because he's behind me.
No, I wasn't even thinking about you when I made that.
I'm gonna be the meat shield.
So anyways, as usual, we do the first lap silent to watch what's going to happen for this event. And holy moly, I can tell this restart's going to be this start's going to be intense, because it's the last time for a little while they're going to be racing. Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing one more time!
Here we go for the grand finale.
4 wide.
What did I just say? Shut up.
You didn't say shit!
Hey, we're professionals here.
Ooh, I'm not liking look at that.
Whoa, trouble!
And already caution is out, and it's a multi-car crash. Preston Plord, Henry Sanford, Matt McIntyre, William Duncan all around, Joshua Collard with damage. Big-time damage on Jonathan Zorling's machine. Trying to look around to see if anybody else may have gotten involved.
Looks like Jonathan Zorling needs some Fastenal parts to repair that car.
Oh yes, and the leader was Anthony McCrory at the line, so good job for him to get up at the front pretty early on. So with that said, we are going to take a quick break, and as I'm going to get the replay up for what brought the caution out. In the meantime, what we're going to do for the time being is just go blah, 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 just because.
No, this video is brought to you by the letter G and the number 82.
And you know what? The final race of the Walmart Cup Series is also brought to you by Kraft Levi Mac and Cheese. It's the cheesiest.
And this race is also presented by Trent Dunham's favorite gaming system, Sega. Sega!
No. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right.
Sega!
Sega! Sega! Sega! Sega! There we go.
That just makes you...
What did you just say, Carson? You're the one who's being all unprofessional up in here. But then again, what is unprofessional anyways?
Exactly.
It's a live stream. We could do whatever, I suppose.
That's how you do it.
Anyway, so now the replay is up for the wreck, so we're going to see what happened. It looked like it was leaning going wrong between Henry Sanford and Matt McIntyre's. Right there, Matt gets up in the Sanford, in the Preston Plord. Anthony Ritchie gets involved a little bit, and there's where William Duncan gets sent around, and there goes Joshua Collard. And then up ahead, Zorleen right there in the right or the left rear quarter panel of Joshua Collard, and that's what caused his damage. And Duncan just went for a long-ass slide through the grass. So let's take a look at this one more time. What would your guys' analyzation be of what started this?
I have to say that. Can you bring it back a little bit? It looks like that.
Yeah, they're definitely going
It looks like
5.
the 24 and the 8. It looks like that the 8 came up on the 24, and that's what got into the 41. I mean, the 41 had absolutely nowhere to go.
Yeah, and they were practically 5 wide at that point, because I think what I'm thinking of why the 8 went up, he noticed that the 39 and the 6 were underneath him. He tried to move up to give him a little bit of extra room. But the only thing of it was he had plenty of room to stay going, but he just came up into the 24. I guess he felt he didn't have enough room, perhaps. I guess that's my estimation of what I think happened. But with that said, we're now going to take another break to go ahead and get to the restart here at Armory Digital. So far, this race has begun in mayhem.
Carnage.
Yeah. And this is going to be a long one, too, so hopefully this isn't the entire race that we're going to see this happen. As I am trying to get it to the one to go. Alright, there we go. So we will be back on in just a moment, people. There we go. So with that said, there's only one car that's a multi-laps down. That's Dylan Thoreau for some reason. He apparently sustained damage on pit road. Too bad we won't be able to get a replay of that. But DJ Curtis, I guess pit stops must have happened is what went down. But PJ Williams is your leader. Second is Tanner Sullivan. Third, Chris Washer. Fourth is Stephanie Naylor. Fifth is Trent Dunham. Sixth is John Cittadino. Seventh, Anthony McCrory. Eighth, Seth Cole. Ninth, Dylan Young. 10th, Jake Baskinger. 11th is Caleb Farrell. 12th is Tim Walsh. 13th, Dorian Facepuncher. 14th, Pichu London. 15th, Jessica Sheldon. 16th, Chase Oliver. 17th, Anthony Ritchie, who's still intact somehow. 18th, Sean Galligan. 19th, John Art. 20th, Cody Lamas. 21st, Charles Sanford. 22nd is Austin Mongold. 23rd, James McLeod. 24th, David Rivera. 25th, Zach Flickinger. 26th is Dylan Potee. 27th, Zach Rogers. 28th, Johnny Gardner. 29th, Carson Gum. 30th, Ryan Acosta. 31st, Jesse Setti, who's pulling down for some reason. 32nd is Michael Norman. 33rd, PJ Williams. 34th, Joshua Collard. 35th, Devin Becker. 36th, Jonathan Zorleen. 37th, William Duncan. 38th, Matt McIntyre. 39th, Henry Sanford. 40th is Katie Cochran. 41st is Preston Plord. And then somewhere, retired is Dylan Thoreau. So, anyways, green flag is back out here at Armory. Wow, they all just... Oh, it must have been because of slower machines as to why a lot of the field just got spread out there.
They gotta hurry up and try to catch all back up to the pack.
Yeah, that too. So there must have been an incident on pit road because, yeah, I noticed no hood on the 12 machine either. So, too bad we won't be able to get the replay of that
It
for
must
you
have all
guys.
got backed up somehow.
It must have, in that sense. But anyways, Tanner Sullivan is now taking over the lead, and it's a Joe Gibbs 1-2 right now. So Joe Gibbs trying to get off early to a pretty dominant race. As Sullivan led that lap with Curtis right behind, but here comes more. Anthony McCurry's catching back ups, and now Seth Cole on the bottom. Carl Sanford on pit road could be strategy potentially. As the field is quite spread out as a result of that, whatever happened on pit road.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh man, big pack of racing right there with the 18 still in the lead right now.
Yes, indeed. John Cittadino now into second. Cittadino, he's trying to go for his 4th win this season. And here he comes down low. Though, unfortunately for Katie Cochran, she sustained damage. She already clinched the Rookie of the Year honors for the season, and this will be her last season in the Walmart Cup Series, as the 12 will be taken over next year by Kevin Shearer in the 12 car for next season as one of the rookies, to join Johnny Gardner, Jesse Setti, Dylan Young, and JT Bryant. Or actually, no, Bryant's going to be in a different team. Never mind. For all racing for Penske.
You just had a blooper moment.
Well, I blooper all the time, and photo finish at the line if that were the end. But Tim Walsh led that lap, and getting help from Stephanie Naylor, Dylan Young, and Dorian Facepuncher.
You know, if you wanted a blooper so bad, we could have went to Thornton and had everybody die off the turn of death.
Again.
But
then have Preston Plord create a compilation, have it, and make it everyone every time they die go.
or the Tom scream from Tom and Jerry.
Yeah,
that's what it was, eh?
I did that one. Seth did the goofy scream, or was it Joshua Collard? It was one of them.
But speaking of Thornton, I actually did a little something to it. I actually did a track map update to it from a track map from Talladega, and it actually looks really nice with repaving.
Oh.
Which I will possibly upload to MediaFire and give you the link to.
Awesome. Because, yeah, for next season, the schedule is quite unique, as we are doing pretty much almost a typical regular NASCAR schedule, but in the chase it's going to be all a bit crazy. And for road courses, I'm hoping to do some I&I fixes in order to make the road course races more exciting, as opposed to being just dominating races.
Right. If you want to, yeah, I'll do that. I'll MediaFire the repaved for Thornton at some point. And
4 wide for the lead.
Exactly.
Yeah, 4 wide. It's Walsh, Naylor, Dylan Young, and at one point it was Dorian Facepuncher, but he's slipping back. Oh, but there they go!
Oh, there we go.
It's the big one!
Whoa!
And there goes Moore. Moore is getting into it. The big one is struck here at Armory. Oh, these guys better be careful and not plow in.
Okay, I think I made it good.
Holy cow.
We apologize for that language.
Yeah, like I said, it's TVMA. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Trent Dunham ended up getting involved in that.
Yeah, there goes my race host.
But the reason why I was saying that we apologize for that language, that was radio communication to the 82 team.
Nice excuse.
Thank you.
So the big one is struck, and it looks like the one that got it the worst was Cody Lamas in the 48. Not the way he wanted to end his 10th start this season, replacing Austin LaPlante.
No, Levi, it wasn't the big one. It was the big kaboom.
Where's the earth-shattering kaboom?
That's correct.
So anyways,
The big kaboom happened.
now we're going to take a quick break and take a look at what happened with this crash. So give me just a moment to pull up what in the hell happened.
So many kaboom sticks.
Kaboomer poopers.
Indeed. And hey, so far 10 people. I am just double checking on the stream. 10 people are watching right now.
Yay!
Yay.
So far it's been going so damn good.
So far 10 people. I am just double checking on the stream.
But I hear somebody else playing it, so there you go. Alright, so let's take a look and...
Oh, that's leaning, brothers.
Leaning.
Yeah, it looks like more leaning. It's going to be between Anthony McCurry and DJ Curtis. They come down, clip Dorian Face Puncher, and then they're going to come back up, and there's where they collect Trent Dunham. David Rivera just barely gets by, just scrapes the wall. Caleb Farrell gets involved. Chris Washer gets a piece of it.
Come up. Oh!
McLeod just barely missed it. And then there you see John Arndt go around, and then Cody Lamas goes sideways. Flickinger and London get involved. But I don't see any of that black smoke coming out of the 48. I guess somebody else must have hit him in order to have his engine pretty much... Oh, he turned over coming down.
Do a barrel roll.
Because of how high that banking is, it just sent him down for a quick little tumble.
Fortunately, he only flipped over once.
Yeah, fortunately, but unfortunately, the engine expired. Let's actually look at this again and see how this really goes down.
Ooh,
and
38 almost flipped over too.
Yeah, the 38 of Flickinger about flipped over as well. And shockingly enough, it's crazy that none of the other drivers who came flying in, how they didn't wreck. And I think the only reason Trent and McCurry were on pit row is because, yeah, they ended up getting stuck on that part of the track between the racing surface and the apron. As there you see all the craziness go on right there. I do got a feeling that a lot of these guys are still going to be able to keep driving. I think the only one that will be completely out is the 48. Maybe the 38 and the 17 potentially.
And
but
I just want to say this. William Brock just posted, said, kaboom, motherfuckers.
But let's watch this camera shot from James McLeod's TV1 and watch how he barely misses when the 62 comes back up. Wow. Same with the 68 of Chase Oliver as well, but unfortunately the guy behind him, John Arndt, did not miss it and ended up getting smashed.
And crashed.
Yeah, and there's the barrel roll for the 48. So, with that said, we will take another break in order to get the restart ready for everybody. And I believe it was Tim Walsh who did lead at the line.
Yes, he did.
And he did. So.
William Brock is laughing his ass off because of the comment, kaboom, motherfuckers.
Oh, of course, because he made the damn comment. Oh, boy. What an event.
And now I just wrote back, no kaboom, motherfucker for you.
So now...
Who's throwing shit? Cut. Take two.
Alright, so now we are back to get ready for the restart, and we got numerous cars out of the race. Trent Dunham somehow is out of the race, along with Cody Lamas. Cody Lamas, John Arndt, Zach Flickinger, and Pichu London joined Dylan Thoreau's cars out of the race, with Anthony McCurry 3 laps down as a result. So Tim Walsh is your race leader, second Stephanie Naylor, third Seth Cole, fourth is James McLeod, fifth is Dylan Young, sixth is Chase Oliver, seventh is DJ Curtis, eighth John Cittadino, ninth is Jake Baskinger, 10th is Jessica Sheldon. 11th is Austin Mongold. 12th is Sean Galligan. 13th is London. Dylan Poteet. There's another blooper. Oh my gosh. Anyways, 14th is Johnny Gardner. 15th, Anthony Ritchie. 16th is Joshua Collard. 17th, Jesse Setti. 18th, PJ Williams. 19th is Devin Becker. 20th, Ryan Acosta. 21st is Michael Norman. 22nd is Jonathan Zorline. 23rd, William Duncan. 24th is David Rivera. 25th, Zach Rogers. 26th, Carson Gum. 27th is Charles Sanford. 28th is Pichu. I'm obsessed with saying Pichu London now. Preston Plord. 29th, Henry Sanford. 30th, Katie Cochran. 31st, Matt McIntyre. 32nd, Chris Washer. 33rd is Caleb Farrell. 34th, Dorian Facepuncher. And 35th is Tanner Sullivan. Green flag is back out with 24 laps to go.
More kaboom sticks will be ensuing.
You gotta be careful with McCurry damaged.
Yes.
I don't think he's off the pace. It's just that.
Heavy back end.
He's falling back a little.
That's
he might be a bit off
He was
the pace.
I think he was a lap down.
Well, he is 3 laps down. I think it's
look
because
look out!
Yeah, that rear end damage as well as getting stuck.
Ooh.
Man, everybody doing a good job to avoid that 61. But at least it's actually bringing in a bigger pack to race in.
Hey,
now,
McCurry, why don't you just move the hell out of the way? Come on!
And Michael Norman coming down. Oh, he's coming in the pit.
Norman's going to pit.
And they're going 4 wide back there.
4 wide behind McCurry.
Yeah, now it's settled to 3 wide. But yeah, more pit strategy coming into play. Back up at the front. Still Walsh, but here comes his teammate Seth Cole with help from Dylan Young in the 2. And another Tweenix car, and James McLeod in the 51 trying to make it 3 wide for second. Dylan Young, our champion, is now trying to work his way up and to get into the lead. He wants to really end his season off really well. Not only is clinching the championship in the race before tonight, but also to win the finale. And like I was saying in the pre-race panel earlier, Dylan Young has come a long, long way to win this championship because in the first 8 seasons, he'd been pretty much defeated by bad luck in his Walmart Cup career, and all that hard work and paying his dues paid off, and he ended up winning the championship. And now McLeod is up at the front with John Cittadino coming right back. And Stephanie Naylor now pulling down to go for the lead. And as it's 4 wide for 4th, Galligan, Mongold, Acosta, and DeYoung.
Oh, I don't like the look of this. They're trying to go 4 wide, almost 3 rows back, and they're almost trying to make it 5, but luckily they settle it back down.
Yeah, 5 wide here is not a good idea.
Yeah, 4 wide you can make it work. 5 wide.
5 wide you're asking for punishment.
Yeah.
Glutton for punishment. That's how it is.
Yeah.
Ooh, they were leaning on each other there.
Yeah, whoa.
Helicopter view to see what's going on. Whoa, Becker and Seth Cole. Oh, and there
they go. There they go.
Sheldon gets turned. PJ Williams gets collected. There goes Gardner and Baskinger, Setti, Ritchie, Rivera, Galligan. Or actually, no, that's Collard. Upside down is Baskinger. That was Baskinger who went upside down.
The kaboom stick has just ignited yet again.
Yeah, I could definitely tell they were really leaning on each other.
That was probably the biggest wreck we've had so far tonight. And Becker's, just like what happened to Trent and McCurry, got stuck on that part of the track between the surface and the apron. But man, And Baskinger ended up for a flip, and I don't even know how. Maybe similar to what happened to Llamas and just rolled down the banking. But anyways, so with that said, let's we're gonna take a quick break in order to pull up the replay of what in the world happened. So I believe from what I could see, I think the first car I saw get sent around was Shelton in the 02.
The kaboom stick has been ignited to hell.
I believe I saw Seth Cole.
Armory Digital certainly not playing any favors tonight.
Alright, so let's take a look at this mess. And it looks like it's going to be Devin Becker who's going to slide up into his teammate Seth Cole and just is going to hook the 10 of Ryan Acosta right there. And as they come down, Sheldon was just an innocent victim, ends up getting hit by the 10. And that's going to send her around, and Acosta trying to move up to avoid. And then right there, Becker's going to give a big shot to the 0-2. And then they're going to come back up the racetrack and collect P.J. Williams, Sean Galligan, and then more is going to come in here in just a moment once Johnny Gardner slides in. And he just had nowhere to go. Well, he somehow managed to get by through that, but then Sheldon comes back down, and then Gardner gets hit by Baskinger. Jesse said he gets boxed in. Jesse said he gets boxed in, and then hits the 54. He doesn't flip yet, and then there you see Richie slam in there, and then you're going to see Collard slam in. Richie's in there. And now, how in the world does Baskinger flip? Oh, I think he's going to get hit in the door right there by Rivera, and that's going to send him upside down.
Yeah, you just got underneath that little space in the car.
That's kind of similar to the Kyle Busch crash at Daytona in 2014, I believe, at Daytona. Yeah. So, yeah, that was virtually a reenactment of that. So, yeah, tough break for P.J. Williams, who came into this race second in points, and despite wasn't able to gain any ground as far as winning the title, he was looking to try to end his season strong, but unfortunately will not happen. So with that being said, another break to get to the restart here at Armory. So far with this race, it's been mayhem, like I said in the beginning.
Carnage upon carnage upon carnage upon carnage. With that being said, I will be right back. And a word from your Fox station.
Fox station.
Sponsorship plugs for the win.
Fox Sports 2 because 2 is better than 1.
Agree?
Yeah. Well, we're getting back to racing here in just a moment. So out of that crash, cars that retired include Jonathan Zorline, P.J. Williams, Johnny Gardner, Jake Baskinger, Anthony Ritchie, David Rivera, and Joshua Collard. Looked like from what I saw going through the replays, pit stops happened, and now we have a new leader. Chris Washer is in the lead. Second is James McLeod. Third is Dylan Poteet. Fourth, Dylan Young. Fifth, John Cittadino. Sixth is Chase Oliver. Seventh is Ryan Acosta. 8th is Seth Cole, 9th Tim Walsh, 10th William Duncan. 11th is Austin Mongold, 12th is Stephanie Naylor, 13th Zach Rogers, 14th is Charles Sanford, 15th is Henry Sanford. Hey, the brothers are together. 16th is Carson Gum, 17th is Michael Norman, 18th Preston Plord, 19th DJ Curtis, 20th Matt McIntyre. 21st Sean Galligan, 22nd Tanner Sullivan, 23rd Katie Cochran, 24th, Jesse Setti, 25th, Dorian Facepuncher, 26th, Caleb Farrell, 27th is Jessica Sheldon, and then a lap or more down are Devin Becker and Anthony McCrory. When we get back racing, it'll be 16 to go here in the Captain America Civil War 500. So yes, we are getting set for the final 16 laps of the Captain America Civil War 500 here at Armory Digital Superspeedway with Washer in the lead. And we will be getting the green flag here in just a moment. And we are back at it. And also, I forgot to mention during the pre-race panel that I think probably one of the funniest screwed up moments in this season was back at, I believe it was 8 Bowl after the race was over, and the pace car
destroying the barrels.
Yeah, and the pace car hits the pit wall and it gets stuck. That was hilarious.
Yes, as I put it, it was driven by Seth Cole after his crash.
Yeah, he hallucinated and got in the pace car and went crazy.
He didn't hallucinate there, Levi. He went Grand Theft Auto on it and stole the pace car.
Yeah. It's all because of the mac and cheese he's obsessed with. Oh, and Washer's coming in. Oh, more pit stops. Mm-hmm. Washer surrenders the lead. And it's going to be a battle at the line between Poteet and Young, the two of the Dillons. But Poteet led that.
New cars.
Tanner Sullivan also came in the pit road along with Chris Washer. It's like Washer's right now looks like it's a 2-tire and fuel stop. Will he go for 4? Nope, 2 tires and gas. Up at the front, it is the champion Dylan Young in the lead. With Dylan Poteet in second, but he's got a couple friends are coming in hot behind. Seth Cole and Tim Walsh, along with James McLeod, all represent Tweenix, all trying to get up there to help out the 31. But they got to contend with Chase Oliver, and now Walsh is going to split it 3 wide. Zach Rogers, where in the world did he come from? He's now in the top 10, along with Michael Norman. And Ryan Acosta, who we saw get spun or get sideways in that last caution, is now back up in the mix. And also, how about William Duncan in the 66, who got involved in the first caution? He's in the mix to win this thing. Even Jesse Setti, who's got a tiny... Let's look on her onboard. Yeah, she's got a little buckle on her hood, but she's still up to speed. And somehow she's still up to speed. Back over the front, Dylan Young leads that lap. As I am quickly taking a look at the stream, and so far it looks pretty decent. It's a little choppy, but that's what you get sometimes. Now, back up at the front, Chase Oliver now trying to go for the lead, and he himself is trying to go for his 3rd win this season. And meanwhile, it's 3 wide for 3rd, and Michael Norman's now up here. He's trying to go for 2 in a row. He won at Kansas. Now he wants to win here.
Indeed, indeed.
And in fact, Norman has been regarded in this series as the restrictor plate king because most of his wins have come on restrictor plate tracks. He is a former Daytona 500 winner in the past. And he's helping his teammate Chase Oliver out up at the front. But this will be the last season them two are teammates because next season that 68 will be part of a new team called the YWC Racing, along with a couple of YWC members who are coming over to this series next season, which we will talk about the roster lineup for Season 10 after the race.
As we've got about 11 to go coming up.
Yep, at the line, it's 11 to go in the Captain America Civil War 500. Now here comes the car who's been pretty much up at the front most of the night, Tim Walsh back up there. But don't count out Michael Norman. He's coming in behind with help from Zach Rogers, Austin Mongold, and Dylan Poteet. Oh, they might
Slow
catch.
car.
They
Slow
might
car
catch.
might be in the way.
They might catch Chris Washer, but it's not like quick catching up, like as if he was damaged. He's just by himself. Same with Tanner Sullivan. And then because of slower machines, it's caused the field to kind of split up a little bit. But now up at the front, Dylan Young retakes the lead. 10 to go here at Armory.
Mm-hmm.
And now Tim Walsh back underneath again for the lead. More guys trying to get up into the top 10 into the battle. You got Duncan Setti, Charles Sanford trying to get in there, Sean Galligan, Ryan Acosta, and that's all for the main pack. And then you got a tiny pack involving Henry Sanford, Matt McIntyre, Devin Becker, who's a lap down, Carson Gunn, Preston Plord, DJ Curtis. And then everybody else around has either been to pit road or has damage.
Slow car's going to be in the way now.
Yeah,
At least it's not a damaged car. That's the good thing.
Yeah, so once they catch him, the 35 will just pretty much blend in with the pack and be able to race with him.
Indeed.
And now,
indeed.
and now here comes Norman with a run to the inside.
Uh-oh. Did I see?
Oh, boy.
It looked like it was
Already catching up to that slow car.
And
so
now
there you go.
Zach
Oh,
Rogers. Zach
look at
Rogers,
that.
Oh,
nearly,
bonsai!
Rogers
got a
nearly
fucking
trying to
hit.
go
What
for
a bonsai!
Oh,
No, Rogers, I was trying to say he almost went below the blue line to make that move, and he
But
gets
that was
to
a hell of a bonsai move, though. I'll give him credit for that.
Yeah, he dove in there and made it work, and he's up to second, but he needs to catch up to the 15, but they're not going to be able to if they keep racing hard like this.
They're racing like it's the last lap, but there's still, like, 9 to go.
Excuse me. Anyways,
ooh, they're
and they
close
might
to
catch
the-
another one, and that's Tanner Sullivan, who's on that same pit strategy as Chris Washer. Now, that's going to bring in a question. Will these guys be able to make it on gas the rest of the way?
I don't know. That's going
to be questionable. Because when I was going through the replays, it looked like they all pitted with about 18 to go, but they had pitted beforehand, like 5 laps in, so it's going to be close.
Whoever runs out of fuel, that's going to be a big
gas,
problem.
yeah. That's a big gamble if anybody tries to stay out for too long.
Ooh, careful. They're leaning on each other again. And they got another slow car.
Slow car's going to be in the way.
Yeah, Tanner Sullivan in the 18, another chaser.
It's Dylan Young.
Dylan Young back underneath to get the lead again. Dylan Poteet trying to work his way up there with the help of Zach Rogers. And now Sullivan's officially in the pack, but luckily for him, he's not a damaged machine, so he can race up here in the pack just like Washer is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That looks a little bit far ahead from Katie Cochran on down to Dylan Young, though they're probably going to catch him here in just about a lap. As Michael Norman giving a tandem draft to Dylan Young, but if they get him when they get up to the 12, hopefully the 12 doesn't cause a problem for the guys up at the front.
A.k.a. a nuisance problem.
Yeah.
Here they come. They're right up on him.
See ya. What I want to be ya.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on the 12 as it's now 5 to go. Whoa, Walsh nearly sideswipes the 12.
Last one, indeed, winding down, and the 12 almost held up his own teammate right there, the 22.
Yeah, Katie Cochran holding up the 22 of Jesse Setti for a moment. Now they all managed to get by. That kind of separated or kind of spread out the pack a little bit. Though they're going to probably catch another slower machine of Caleb Farrell anytime. And the next one they could end up catching up. I don't know if they will in time, but McCrory. This time by it'll be 4 to go.
It looks like those Doritos will be extra fried tonight.
Or it'll be soft tonight because it's pretty much underwater. And now they're going to catch the 91. What's going to happen?
Ooh,
The
they're
91
Split the 91.
holds up the middle. Now he's going to hold up the high lane. Holding up Zach Rogers and the champion, Dylan Young. And also Sean Galligan.
Look out below.
And Farrell is holding up his own teammate and owner of the team, Zach Rogers. So that's not oh, just as I expected. Pit stops are happening now with the top cars. Seti and Naylor are in.
Dylan Young nearly got turned there.
Yeah.
Michael Norman leads with 3 to go, but does he have enough fuel?
Will they make it?
Yeah, will they make it? Who knows? Because this race has gotten a whole lot more interesting now. Four wide now for the 4th spot. No, never mind. And I had a little bit of a lisp there.
Whoops.
Yeah, that was bad. Anyways, Michael Norman's still holding on to the top spot, but he's going to give up the lead to come into pit road.
Here comes more cars.
William Duncan, Austin Mongold, Caleb Farrell are all in. So now the lead has been handed back over to Tim Walsh with 2 to go. And he's got a lap car between himself and 2nd place.
Will they make it now? That's the question.
Yeah, and we've seen crazy finishes as a result of last-second pit stops. Walsh up at the front, and now they're going to catch slower machines that either have come off pit road or are damaged. Will any of these guys pull down? Only one of them did, and that's Poteet. Poteet comes down, they're going to try and risk it.
The bell lap.
To the white flag. Oh, be careful. Walsh led at the line, but he's got a lot of problems right now. He's got a lot of slow machines all surrounded, and Chase Oliver with a run on the high lane.
Oh, wow. Oh, no.
Dylan Young about got turned by Charles Sanford right there.
It looked like the 68 got into the wall a little bit.
Yeah, trying to give room, but now Walsh has a bigger lead. And the closest one to catching him is Seth Cole in the 52.
I wonder if these slower cars up ahead will have a factor.
Carson Gum being 1 up ahead, but it don't look like any of them's going to pull down. Looks like they're going to continue. And it looks like it's pretty much a done deal for the win. As we are coming to the checkered flag, Tim Walsh wins the Captain America Civil War 500 at Armory Digital Superspeedway to conclude Season 9 NNSCRA Walmart Cup Series.
And he did it from the pole.
Yeah.
And I finished a lap down.
Yeah, Walsh was a pretty dominant car throughout the whole 9. It was up at the front most of the time. And managed to have enough fuel to finish out and win. What a job by that 5-hour Energy Chevy. Well, anyways, let's look at the rest of the results of the finale. Seth Cole had a run at the end, but couldn't quite get it done, but is going to come away with a great finish in 2nd. Champion Dylan Young ends off strong with a 3rd-place finish. James McLeod with a solid run in 4th. Great run in the highest finishing rookie, John Cittadino, in the 5th spot. Chase Oliver with a solid finish in the 6th position. Charles Sanford, great run in 7th. Great run for Sean Galligan in 8th. Solid run for Zach Rogers in 9th. And a great run for Matt McIntyre in the 10th spot. Rest of the cars that finished on the lead lap were DJ Curtis, Dylan Poteet, Michael Norman, Austin Mongold, Stephanie Naylor, Jesse Seti, William Duncan, and Ryan Acosta. Cars that finished a lap or more down were Carson Gum, Tanner Sullivan, Chris Washer, Henry Sanford, Preston Plord, Devin Becker, Jessica Sheldon, Katie Cochran, Dorian Facepuncher, Caleb Farrell, and then 4 laps down was Anthony McCrory. Everybody else was out of the race after all the craziness that happened, as Jonathan Zorleen is first, and then it's P.J. Williams, Johnny Gardner, Jake Baskinger, Anthony Ritchie, David Rivera, Joshua Collar, Trent Dunham, Cody Lamas, John Art, Zach Flickinger, Pichu London, and Dylan Thoreau. Holy cow. What a way to close out this season.
Indeed.
Just incredible. Great race, crazy wrecks, great racing going on, and Tim Walsh comes out on top, and I believe that is his first win in his Walmart Cup career in his second season, so congrats for Tim. I know one person who ain't happy, and that's Trent Dunham, because it's his old rival.
Yeah. That's going to come back to haunt me, definitely.
That's going to
I'd say
yes.
I'd say so too, Trent. Holy crap. So
My prediction to win got through. That's not too bad.
yeah. So as I do the exports, so
Yeah, don't forget that. That's the most important thing.
yeah. So real quick, overall thoughts on the race as I export the points. We'll start with Johnny.
Wild, wild, wild.
All right, Carson
Pretty much the same thing.
and Trent.
That's all I got to say on it.
So we will be getting the points stand, the final points of the season made in just a second. But holy crap! And Tim Walsh definitely was the dominant car, because on the hold on, damn phlegm. Anyways, Tim Walsh led 14 out of 39 laps, most of anybody in this race. So you can definitely tell he was a man on a mission to get his first win. So now the points are official, as I am going to pull them up real quick. And there you have it. So the final points, Dylan Young wins the championship by 86 points. Probably the biggest points lead I've ever seen on this program. 86 over P.J. Williams. And then the rest of the top 10 to round out were Tanner Sullivan, DJ Curtis, Dorian Facepuncher, Carson Gum, Trent Dunham, Jesse Setti, John Cittadino, David Rivera, Johnny Gardner, Pichu London, and Katie Cochran. Those were your final points for the chase. Now for the regular...
How? May I just say this? How does LaPlante actually hang out like it was a teeter-totter to become in the top 30?
I don't know. He somehow just... I guess because of the luck of how people outside the top 30 weren't making races.
Coincidence? Not.
Right? Anyways, so with that said, 14th was Michael Norman, 15th Sean Galligan, 16th Anthony McCurry, 17th Austin Mongold, 18th Zach Rogers. Tim Walsh with the win moved him up to 19th. Seth Cole in 20th, Charles Sanford 21st, Dylan Thoreau 22nd, Matt McIntyre 23rd, Preston Plord 24th, 25th, Joshua Collar 26th was James McLeod, 27th Jessica Sheldon, 28th Chris Washer, 29th Chase Oliver, 30th Austin LaPlante, 31st Kyle Matthews, 32nd James Qualls, 33rd Angel Navarro, 34th Stephanie Naylor, 35th Dylan Poteet. Now, because next season it is going to be top 35, so the top 35 from this season will be locked into the first 5 races for next season, except for Stephanie Naylor, Austin LaPlante, and Katie Cochran. Those are the only ones who won't be in because they are not coming back for next season. So the people that would replace them would be actually, no, not Bob Jones. As I'm talking about that, I'll pull up the Season 10 roster, and we'll be talking about the people coming in from there.
Hey, Levi,
Yes.
I'm going to be a fair teammate and let swap my points over to the 12 for Kev, and then I have to race my way in. If that's possible.
Actually, no. You'd still be in, and
How would I still be in, though? Because I'm thinking about giving Kev my points that I earned this season to let himself in for the first 5.
well, the 12 points were in the top 35 in this season, so.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so the people that would get in as a result of driver replacements would be Kevin Schreier.
Sheer.
Or Shearer. Yeah, Shearer, I kept saying. Yeah,
Schreier.
anyways.
I'll help you with it there, Levi.
Anyways, and the replacement in the 84 is Emmanuel Hartnett, so he'll take that spot from Stephanie Naylor. Then the third spot that got taken from Austin LaPlante would be taken over by Cody Lamas. So Lamas would be in the first 5 races for next season. So now to continue on with the rest of the points, 36 Bob Jones, who would not be returning next season. Then Devin Becker, Alan Cavagnaro, Ryan Acosta, Dougie Shears, Blaine Keys, Marco Martinez, Zach Flickinger, Aaron Henderson, Matthew Dalio, Sky Commons, J.T. Bryant, Daniel Gilbert, John Arndt, Caleb Farrell, Nathan Hudson, Henry Sanford, Kyle Keith, William Duncan, William Brock, Mason Powers, Jonathan Zorline, Jake Baskinger, Anthony Ritchie, Nick Alton, and Cody Lamas.
And you, of course, bring up the rear.
Yeah, because I don't actually race in my own shit.
Holy shit!
Yeah, the money earnings. Person that earned it the most was Dylan Young by a little over $200,000 over DJ Curtis.
Yeah, but look at where I'm, though. Almost $10 million, though. If that was real money, that would be great.
And then the one with the lowest was Cody Lamas at $2.4 million in just 10 starts, which is pretty good. So then the Rookie of the Year honors go to Katie Cochran, who won by 17 points over John Cittadino. Then it was Stephanie Naylor, Devin Becker, Alan Cavagnaro, Sky Commons, Aaron Henderson, William Brock, Mason Powers, Blaine Keys, J.T. Bryant, John Arndt, Marco Martinez, Daniel Gilbert, Zach Flickinger, Caleb Farrell, Matthew Dalio, Henry Sanford, Kyle Keith, Jonathan Zorline, Jake Baskinger, and Anthony Ritchie. So congrats to Dylan Young for winning the championship, Katie Cochran for winning Rookie of the Year, and Tim Walsh for winning the race. So, and also now we move on to the driver list for next season. And holy cow. It's going to be quite the interesting roster for the season. So let's look at it. Michael Walden will be in the number 01 car, and that will be for a new team that I haven't announced yet. Jessica Sheldon will return to the 02. Charles Sanford returning to the 03. Chris Michaels, who took a season off, is coming back into the 07 team for Richard Childress. Trent Dunham will be back in the 1. Dylan Young in the 2. Michael Norman in the 3. Devin Becker will now be moving into the 4. Good God. Anyways, Anthony Ritchie will be in the 5 again. David Rivera returning to the 6. Nathan Hudson back in the 7. Steven Guerrero, a.k.a. Heel Steven on YouTube, will be in the number 8 car for YWC Racing. Zach Rogers returning to the 9. Ryan Acosta back in the 10. Charles Jackson will be coming back after he took a season off to be in the 11 car.
Nice.
Yeah. Kevin Shearer will be in the 12 as a second rookie. DJ Curtis will not be in the 20. Instead, he'll be in the 14 for Stuart Haas. Tim Walsh back into the 15. Austin Mongold returning to the 16. Peachy London returns to the 17. Tanner Sullivan once again in the 18. Benjamin Miles returns to the series to be in the 19 car. And Angel Navarro stays with Gibbs but is in the 20 car. John Arndt returns to the 21. Jesse Setti back in the 22. Brandon Gonzalez will be in the 23 for BK Racing. Matt McIntyre will be in the 24. Alex Ferranti will be in the 25 as he makes his return to the series. Dylan Thoreau will be back in the 26. PJ Williams will be back in the 27. Luis Hernandez returns to the series and will be in the 29. Nick Alton stays in the 30. Dylan Poteet in the 31. Carson Gum returns to the 22. William Brock will now be in the 33 for Childress next season. Chris Washer remains in the 35. Mason Powers in the 36. Zach Flickinger in the 38. And I hadn't updated the list at the time, so this would be a good time to update it now. Llama's not in the 39. He'll be in the 48. And then the 39 will be announced on a later date. The 40 will be returned by Sky Commons. Preston Plord comes back in the 41. Kyle Keefe will remain in the 42. Joshua Collard in the 43. Teammate Sean Galgan in the 44. Third rookie on the list, Joseph Strigley in the 45 for Joe Gibbs Racing next season. Or actually, no, not Joe Gibbs. He'll be in, I'm not sure yet. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Oh.
Yeah. Cody Lamas back in the 48. James McLeod will be back in the 51. Seth Cole in the 52. Jake Baskinger will stay in the 54. Matthew Dahlia will be moving to the 55. Don't know for what team yet either. Anyways, Sean Henley will be making his long-awaited debut in the series in the number 57 for Tweenix as the fourth rookie on the list. Anthony McCurry back in the 61. Dorian Facepuncher returning to the 62. Chase Oliver in the 68. James Qualls back in the 70. John Sottodino in the 72. Johnny Gardner in the 77. Marco Martinez will be back in the 78. Matthew Skoenberger, a.k.a. In the Rope Show on YouTube, in the number 80 as the fifth rookie. And another teammate, Connor Morgan, a.k.a. a.k.a. off YouTube, as another rookie. Jonathan Zorline will be in the number 82 for Red Bull. Dougie Shears remains in the 83. Emmanuel Hartnett in the 84 as another rookie. JT Bryant in the number 87 for Furniture Row Racing. Blaine Keys will remain in the 88. Caleb Farrell will stay in the 91. Kyle Matthews remains in the 94. James Shelley will be in the returning 97 for Roush Fenway Racing. James Richardson will be back in the or actually will be a rookie this season for season 10, and the number 98 for Yates Racing. And then finally, William Duncan will be back in the number 99 for Roush Fenway next season. So that is a look ahead of the roster lineup for season 10. Should be a great season because, like I said, it is the biggest one of them all, because of the fact that it's 70 people, pretty much every go or go home session. It will be the top 7 drivers that make it in. So it's going to be, like I said, quite interesting to see how season 10 is going to turn out. And like I said, if this stream went well, we will do this again for the finale, but also do it for the Daytona 500 next season, and it looks like it's going to happen. So thank you guys for watching this stream, and I would like to thank Trent, Johnny, and Carson.
Who's already left?
Carson already left. What an ass. Someone, I should give him a crying towel. Actually, no, wait.
Here we go, the crying towel award.
Yeah, Carson, good move. He didn't even bother to stay around.
Yeah.
No. You wrecked your 800th car this season!
Anyway, so anyways, thank you guys for watching this stream. I had a lot of people come in to watch. Thank you guys so much. Congrats once again to Dylan Young for the championship, Katie Cochran for Rookie of the Year, Tim Walsh for winning the race. It'll be a few weeks before Season 10 gets off and running, but we will be back for Speed Weeks at Daytona in June. So until then, salute to you subscribers. Thank you guys for watching this live stream. Peace out, and have a good Friday night.
Sega!